Wrong button.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Beginner's Guide for Conan Exiles. I'm Phlinger, and today we'll be getting into the second stage of your journey. What I would recommend doing on this one right here is making sure that you've got a few things in order. Now, you can go through and you can do like the survival shelter tips, and this will guide you through how to make all of this. This will also go through the warrior, and this will teach you how to do all of this. But make sure...
Well, at least here you'll be treated with dignity. Now strip.
Apparently, I just got a new subscriber. Thank you. All right, but yeah, so when you're going through all of this, you will, even if you don't have them equipped, you will still be able to get all of this. So, like, say, harvest ironstone, stuff like that, access a place or furnace, these things right here, you can get all these without actually having them going. But the one that we want this one right here, the Thrall Taker. Which means that we need to go over here to the Knowledge tab, and we need to get Thrall Taker right here, which means that unlocks the journey, for that, and then we go through here, and then we switch journey to this. So access or place a Wheel of Pain. Now, we're going to kind of let this guide us, but I'm going to give you a little bit of, a bit while it's going. Now, I've got this right here already cooking. While this is going, I'm going to go back over to the metal that we covered in the last video, and I'm going to go harvest this stuff up. But I'm going to make sure that I've got all my tools are repaired, my weapons are repaired, and I really, really, really do love being able to craft from inventory of my... thank you so much, Conan Enhanced. That is huge, right? To those that are just joining and you realize that's there, that hasn't always been there, and it is amazing. Oh, man, yeah, enjoy it. It's great. You guys are spoiled. I'm loving it. All right. But it's good to be spoiled. I'm just saying, I'll be spoiled along with you. All right, so let's get over here, and I'm going to cover again, in case you missed the previous video, where I'm getting my early iron stone. Okay. Now, I'm making sure that I've got this. Here, let me get out of the water here really quick. There we go. All right, I'm making sure that I built my base either on the bridge, near the bridge, or below the bridge. We're actually located right over there. So, coming across the river from the bridge, we're going to the left, and we're going right over here to this bonfire first. We fill our water while we're busy swimming. Now, right here is the first stage, our first step of the ironstone run. Get this. And the reason why we need so much ironstone is because the Wheel of Pain actually takes a lot. Now, from here, we're going to run down this way. And there sometimes is a red guy. Yeah, I see him right there. And when it comes around to these early game fights, I just like the daggers because the daggers cause a lot of really good bleed. But I would recommend, and I said it in the previous video, I said it in this video as well, go through, make the different weapons that you can get. The sword, the hammer, the daggers, the two-handed sword, all of those. Just go through and then see which ones you like best. Myself the sated buff so it regenerates all that while we're up here doing this. All right, next stop, we're going right here to the foot of this. There's ironstone right here. And going right here to the side. And we're encumbered, so I'm going to throw that out. Why are, we're encumbered because of the hide. Okay. And now we're going to come across this water, and there's a couple more over here. Get these guys out of here. I don't think... Actually, you know what? I will take their hide, but if we get over encumbered, then I'll throw it out. Probably should have dropped their hide off. Yeah, I'm over encumbered. All right, so... Let me drop off a few things here. Let's get the reptile hide. And then you can see just how encumbered you are right here. We're at 100%. Let's throw away those light boots. We're at 100. Are we still? Yep. Let's see. These are still encumbered. Throw away the arrows. They were at 97. Okay, let's get back. But yeah, the last two, the last ones are right over there, and they're really good. They're over by the big crocodile that you just want to leave alone until you're ready to actually fight him. All right, let's get back to base. Let's throw this stuff on there. Let's get rid of the hide, and let's get actually... are we high enough level for a tannery? I'm not sure we are. We are. Okay, so we'll get that up and going as well because it does help out, and it is important. Okay, apparently I had, yeah, they followed me all the way from the river. You know, you're gonna die in a second. You can kick me in the nuts, whatever, however much you like. Okay, no, that sounded weird. Are you done? When they do that, by the way, they're allowing you to do a final move, Mortal Kombat style. Yeah, kind of cool. All right, let's drop this in there. Let's take this. Now, these chests in the new game are wicked helpful. Now, let me show you a couple little tricks with these things that you can do. So you can take, you can put... Oh, wait, hold on. Don't put your weapons in the fire. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's not required. Okay, so what you need to do... Well, first, let's get some human skin. It's only weird if you think it's weird. All right. Let's go over here. Let's start grabbing some of this bark. We're going to grab bark, and we're going to grab a bunch of wood. So we've got plenty. Also, plenty of these as well. Although, from harvesting these trees, we will get branches as well. And we're just kind of doing this while the iron is cooking. So now that we've got that. More wood. Now, with these new craft from your base's inventory, it kind of changes the way you can harvest things early game. Early game, you would have to grab everything, throw it inside your box, then fumble around, you know, grab it. and then do whatever with it, or you just have whatever you need to craft in your inventory. Now you can craft several of those boxes, throw everything in there, and not have to worry about finding it ever again. It's in there as long as you have it all stacked up and, you know, organized a little bit so you know what's in there. It's absolutely fun. So you can kind of over-harvest things now. That guy's a smelter. You know, I would really have enjoyed having that guy. I'm sorry. Kinda would have needed him. Alright, so now what I was saying, we can come up here, we can repair this. We can take this, and we can just throw all this stuff in here. And we can just, yeah, we can over-harvest everything that we need to. That way there, we can just throw it all in here, and we can just use it whenever we want to. It's wicked cool. Alright, and then we don't have to worry about, as long as it's organized, that's fine. We get some plant fiber so we can repair our swords, or our daggers. Alright, let's go get some stone. We've got 83. Okay, we've got plenty of that. So let's make sure we've got as much of the stone as we need. Because we're going to need a bunch for what we're about to do. Once again, just like the wood, we want to kind of over-harvest a little bit of stone. And then being right next to our base, or the area that we've got all our stuff, we can just repair everything right on the fly because it's just right there. All right, there we go. That elusive rock that just doesn't want to stand still. Alright, that should do us for now. Take this. Put all of that in there. Let's get our meat. Cooking. Alright, so now let's equip our thing and go through here. We want to go with oh, hold on, we needed to learn that. I thought I did actually. There we go. Now for here, want to get the blacksmith's bench. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I don't want to use all my iron bars. We only have 50. We're getting the companions. We're getting this. We need twine. Let's go get 50 twine. That is more. I almost got ahead of myself. Yeah, let's go get a whole bunch of twine. Okay, so now that we've got all of our twine and everything ready, we can take this and we can take this, set this over. We kind of want this a little bit off on its own, not too much, but a little bit. Perfect, that'll work. All right, so now that we've got that set up, we can actually go and we can craft up a few more things. Then we're going to get this set up, as this is extremely important. And what are we missing for that? We're just missing some stone. Let's go get some stone. Now, our original goal was to get thralls, but we're going to cover a whole bunch of stuff. Getting, you know, metal tools up and going, getting the thralls. Matter of fact, there's a couple different tricks I'll show you about how to get some really good thralls here. Also, how to get your first set of armor up and going. Armor will probably be the next video, but yeah, we're going to be getting our leather up and going now. while we're waiting. While we have a little bit of extra time. Alright, so now, take this, put this over inside of here, and split this stack. Because you will still need some hide. Turn that on. There you go. But yeah, make sure you don't use up all your hide. But make sure you are turning quite a bit of it into leather. Oh, we've got that. Split that one as well. Right, there we go. So now we've got 114 leather up and going. Plus we have hide still going. We've got this right there. Now that we've got that, we can actually take and we can get this right here, the truncheon. Now this right here, this is one of the reasons why you had to get leather up and going, because it takes leather for the truncheon. But while we've got that, let's make sure we craft another shield, because we're gonna need one. All right, we take this, put this right down here. How are we doing on leather? We've got 4. Let's go get a little bit more bark because we're going to need it. I don't want to harvest up that tree. It's giving me some lovely shade. So, it's not like it matters. I just like the look of it over there. Yeah. It's not like there's some sort of beginner guide tip. Always be in the shade. It helps you work better. But we can go with it. We can make that something. No, I don't think so. All right, there's one of those little imps down there. Okay. Let's get this back up here. Put that in there. Pair that. And then now we will actually craft. Oh my god, really? Okay. Now we will go get a little bit more bushes. Okay, there we go. One of my first tools I usually make is the sickle, just because it makes it so much easier to gather those things. And that is actually, here you go like this. It's under iron tools. See, iron sickle, that thing right there, magical. Okay, let's see. We out of iron inside of there? I do believe we are. We've also got that in there. Let's get stone going in here, because we always want some bricks going. Alright. Take this. We definitely want to craft 2 of these. This is where we don't have to repair them mid-fight. Take that, put that down here. Now, actually, we're going to be going like this. That one down there, because we don't need that. Alright, so let's go pick our first fight. One of the first things you want to do when you're getting your first Thrall is you come down here. Make sure you still have your weapons on your toolbar, because you are going to need to fight. Okay. Okay, let's see what she is. She's the Taskmaster. We definitely want her. Okay, so what she will do, she will make all of our other thralls tame faster.
Die!
This is what the shield does. Makes it so where you don't have to dodge around them. You just have to block. There we go. Now that we've got that. Actually, I totally forgot. I need to get even more of this stuff. Yeah, I messed up. Need to craft these right here, the fiber bindings. Once you've got a Thrall knocked out, it's best just not to leave render range on it, or else sometimes they will, most of the time, under my experience, they will just disappear. There we go. Alright, so now, with the, we'll equip the fiber bindings, come over, we'll grab her, which means we have to drag her through here. Basically, just look at it like we're cleaning their teeth with sand, and we're doing it a little bit forcefully. Okay, now we will put them on the wheel. You can call this whatever you want. I usually call it either the wheel of friendship, the HR wheel, whatever you want. It works out. All right, now she is ready to go, but now we have to fuel this. And by fueling it, come over to here. Now we can take this stuff right here, or you can put this stuff in here with seeds, and you can make gruel. Gruel works, it does, but giving them actually the better food works better. So I'm going to actually take both of them and put them in here. This stuff is actually quite a bit faster, but the gruel does work. So we will get them going, and we will let her cook. Now she's going to take a little while to cook, and you'll see this bar going down below on her as she's going. But while that's going, we're going to get working on a few more things. Let's see, how much metal do we have? I think we're completely out, actually. So we're going to go do another metal run. It should have been long enough for us to do that. So we're going to do that. It's easier to actually have all of your Thrall stuff just right up here. Just so where you can, you know, kind of have access to it in your inventory for whenever you need it. So, yeah. All right. Let's go do a quick iron run. All right, so all the metal over there hasn't respawned, so we're just going to continue our iron run. And I'm going to show you guys another really good spot of where to get iron as well when those other spots run dry. All right, so run along here, right by the crocodile. Let's get these ones. Alright, now we're going to keep going up this way. Right alongside, keep the river, or that lake, the pond on our right. And then as soon as we can, we're going to turn up this way. We're going to go right up this hill. Now, up here, I would recommend just get used to dodging. Trust me, we're not going to be fighting anything. There will be bad guys, but we're not going to fight them. We're just going to run from them and then dodge everything while they're busy trying to kill us. It's fun. It's fine. It's a little game of tag. If they hit you, you're dead. I mean, it's not that overly dramatic, but yeah, if they hit you a couple times, they will kill you. But, you know, the goal is to not let them hit you. It's tag. And I'm just keeping this a full, without cutting it, so where you know exactly the path I'm taking. Let's equip our shield, just in case. If we need to dodge. And we just, right here. And right there, those are the bad guys. They'll attack us. You let them. That key thing, don't get blocked in. Now we're going to let this guy run around this way. While he's running, we're going to swivel back around. Dodge that. Run over here. Get that. Run through here. The key thing is don't let yourself get pinned up between the rocks. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. I mean, I don't know if there was an advantage to that or anything, but yeah. Let them run. This rock right here is the one that usually pins you. Right there, almost got pinned. Okay, now we come over here, and there's gonna be some thralls up here, or some bad guys. So we're gonna kind of want to, if they aggro on us, they'll generally try to kill the rock monsters for us. You're right there. So we can actually kind of play these two against each other. Yeah, see right there? And while they're busy doing their thing, we can just get in here and we can just harvest up all of this. Okay, we're almost encumbered, so I don't want to harvest up that last little bit. But I think we've got everything we need, so let's just get out of here. Run back the way we came. And yeah. I mean, you could take these guys out. I would recommend, if you're using a hammer, some sort of a blunt object on those guys actually works best. Because they've got a lot of armor, and then the blunt weapons, they go through armor. It's really good. Alright, so let's just run back to base. Now, the way that we're going to run back is just right the way we came, right down like this, to the path, right next to the, the croc, crossed over this way, and then over this way right there, and right there's the base. Alright, so we're back, and now that was quick. So yeah. Alright, so let's take and we'll load up all of this stuff onto here, get that fired up and going. I would have liked to actually get 180, but that wasn't in the cards. We only got 120, or, 160 some, which means that we're only gonna be able to craft 2 tools. But by the time this is done, we can actually go out and go get some more stuff. Because each one of these, every 2 iron stone gives you 1 iron bar, which means that every 60 iron or iron stone you get, you will actually be able to craft up 1 of these, because they're 30. So every 60 iron stone gives you 1 of these. So, and we want 2 of them. All right, so we've got that. All right. Let's get this. Get this cooking. Clear out the inventory. Got 100 leather in there. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. This is cooking. Now what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to take this, put this down here on our bar. We can actually take her and put her here. And she will be working all throughout here. Now, she actually provides... You can walk up to her and you can actually access a few of her things. But she actually provides a few different things. Now, if you go through, you hold your use button on her. She will give you her perks and her effects and sigils, all sorts of stuff. Now, we can actually gear her. But she's going to be standing right next to here. And that means that, she's going to be helping out with... She's going to speed up how fast we get our Thrall. All right, so, now that we're in the middle of the evening, now I am actually going to go and make our weapons. Now, or our tools. What I want first, I want an iron pick, and then I also want an iron sickle. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I was going up through during the final rest of the days, because last time I saw you it was daytime. I died a few times against a named Thrall. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It happens. It was a really good named Thrall, and I tried taking her on a little bit too early game. So, now we've got this. Now, these are the tools I would definitely recommend that you learn, is how to craft the sickle and then the pick, in that order. Now that we've got the sickle, and I'm going to wait till it's morning time, and then we're going to continue on. And also, I'm learning from my lessons, and I'm actually crafting up a few of these weak aloe extracts, because these right here, they're healing potions. So I want to have these on my hotbar, and not these, because these will lock you into an animation when you do it. They are good for healing, but they will stop you from being able to really do much. So yeah, don't do these in combat. Use these right here in combat. That way they'll help you quite a bit, actually. All right, now that it's getting morning time, here is the beauty of the sickle. Remember how we were fighting for our fiber a little bit? I mean, we were constantly running out of it? Never again. Never, never again. Yeah, sickle kind of changes the way that you gather your fiber. It's so good. I mean, this thing is just amazing. Okay, but yeah, there was let me tell you a little story. There's a named Thrall that is a smith one that Thralls in camps are there. In some of these early game camps, you can actually get rare spawns, and this was a rare spawn, and she is right over here, and pay no attention to the amount of corpses over here. Yeah, there's just a few corpses. Yeah, she is a rare smith that's over there, and she had the luxury of spawning with a hammer, and the hammer moveset is really hard for your first named Thrall. Yeah. And because it goes through shields. The final move of the moveset just goes right through shields. Yeah, I would recommend not fighting that at early game. Yeah. Alright, put off that brief a little bit. We got 829 of that, and then also aloe leaves. Aloe leaves is what you actually use to make the healing potions. Really, really good stuff. Just takes 3 aloe leaves. And you get a ton of it with a sickle. All right, so now we're going to go take out this other named guy. Hopefully he doesn't have a hammer. It's just the hammer moveset is really hard to fight against early game. Later, when you get later game and you can actually have Thralls, you can put truncheons in their hands, but they can actually take a beating. It'll help. But my Taskmaster that I've got right now, she'll fold like paper against one of these guys. So this guy looks like he has a dagger moveset. Okay, this guy might be a little bit rough. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy. Come on, dude. Now the key thing is just that first attack, if you can block it, it'll stagger him, and it'll give you an opening. Come on. And that's what the shield is for against these guys. I would recommend when you first start taking out your first Thralls, either go for the smaller fighters or find one that you can get like this, where it's all alone. And just learn his moveset. Trust me, you will come away so much better at doing this style of combat that you'll die a few times. You will. But basically just use this guy as your guinea pig, as your little sparring partner. Learn his moveset. Okay. That's why we bring 2. Yeah, learn his moveset. And then just learn how to beat the crap out of him. Trust me, you will get much better at this game if you do that. Alright, he's getting pushed into the water. We don't want to push him into the water. Eat a potion. Or not.
You picked the wrong fight.
Get some water.
God's take you.
Potion. Get our thing back up and going. Get food. Alright, come on, dude. Oh, no way, did you just you jerk. Okay, and then you have the unfortunate little bit of him resetting like that. That sucks. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this guy. I'm just gotta go repair all my stuff. And just like that, we knocked him out first try. I swear it was first try. Alright, don't judge me. Alright, so now we take him. We put him up on our HR department wheel, or the wheel of the HR department. And, yeah, we kind of just let him sit there for a little bit. Although the taskmaster that we already have will make his taming much quicker than it normally would. So, yeah, and then also maybe I can actually take him and go get that smith because she's still over there and I really want her. Alright, see? She's ready up here, doing her thing. Take that, put that on there. Make sure we've got plenty of food in there. Turn that on. Split that stack. Oh, no, hold on. We'll just leave it like that. We'll see how long it takes. We may have to go put some more stuff on there. Now, this little dagger wielding fool, he's going to be doing our little dirty work for us. All right, so we got the the iron tools up and going. These things are going to be huge help for us. We've also got our first really decent guy going. We've also got this up and going. And then also I have determined, or I have figured out, that this little ledge right here, this little nook, will protect us against most of the sandstorm. Or also this one right here actually did really good as well. This right here. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Where was it? There was a sandstorm that came here. And it quite literally just... Hello. Protected living crap out of me. Was this it? Yeah, this one right here. This right here is good. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, if we wanted to, we could build a little shacks where we could have all this stuff. But I don't plan on fully living here. I will eventually move. This right here is just the early game stuff to help show you exactly what all you need to survive. All right. So, like I said, we got our iron tools. We got our first Thrall up and going. He's going nicely. We also have a taskmaster here. And now, yeah, now I'm just going to follow the rest of the steps to obtain gruel. And there we go. There's that. Put gruel into the Wheel of Pain. There we go. Place a Thrall into the Wheel of Pain. I've already got one, but here, hold on. Let's take him out. No, I don't want to destroy him. Okay, we'll get a different one. But yeah, all right. So hey, I hope this video helps you out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. Until next time, this is Phlinger, and take it easy, everybody.